Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking a little bit about the new global and alliance war. It's been a while since I've posted an alliance war video, and I kind of missed making these. I know it's off season, so nobody really cares about war, and there is a fair bit of chance that nobody actually also cares about the regular season. At least for season 36, which is the next one, the upcoming one. Mostly because the rewards suck, and Kabam is actually putting us in a place where not working for the rewards and actually chasing loyalty is a far better option. So I just wanted to share some of my thoughts on the whole loyalty thing and what we're doing, plus a little bit about the Conduit Global. So I'm not going to be talking about the fights that you see. Most of them are sped up. I start off with a couple of Path 5 fights in this video, and then I take a lot of Power Snack minis, some Mix Master. I get my revenge on Domino Footloose mini, which was awesome. And then we got some mini bosses in on the boss island, plus a few rank 4 bosses. Alright, so about the loyalty changes, I think it's a really great change. So personally speaking, I don't really use a lot of loyalty. As I mentioned last time, that in my previous season I only use like one potion on average per war. On average, and that's not like every war, but on average. And I don't really use that many boosts, so I still have a fair bit of boosts in like the gray boost, plus I have about 18 or 20 Alliance War boost crystals. So I'm doing pretty fine on that side. I think it's a good change. It's just that there isn't really that many avenues to really farm loyalty. And if I was in my Platinum 3 relaxed or retired alliance, I would be really happy about that change. I mean, I'm still happy about it, but it's just that I have tasted that tier 1, tier 2 wars, and I can't really go below that anymore. Even if my work and school life gets busier, I think I'm still gonna stick to this alliance. I don't know how long, but we are also pushing Masters, which brings me to the next part, which is, as an alliance, we've decided to still push. We think that there will be a fair few alliances that won't be pushing. We don't know how many. We think that it's just going to be 2 or 3. Right over there, that Mojo, I mean, I don't know how I failed my decks. This is a really good fight because I wasn't boosted, and I thought, hey, I'm just going to beat him. I'm just going to KO him. So I eat an SP3 and watch how much damage it does. But yeah, we're still pushing Masters. I think this might be a good opportunity for us to actually reach Masters. We did end up picking up 2 or 3 really good officers from Hellfire Club Magneto. Okay, watch over here. So I think I had 2 SP1 degens, and I charged my heavy attack, but the heavy attack got nullified, or it dropped quicker because of anti-life field. So it just did like 15% damage or something. It was pretty funny. Yeah, so as I was saying, Hellfire Club Magneto, we picked up a few of their, or maybe one of their officer, or maybe 2, I'm not sure. Maybe 1 or 2 players as well. Plus we had a lot of outflow of some mediocre players, and we got quite a lot of newer players. We got in my BG especially, we got 2 players who I think are really good. They've had Masters experience, so that's a plus. Let's see how it goes. Off season we didn't win any war, not that we were trying, but I mean, it would have been good that we won 1 or 2, but nobody really cares off season, so we can't really ask anyone to push or something. As for Conduit, so I think this is one of the easiest globals we have ever seen. Firstly, it's bugged. I know that Tigra's red numbers somehow bypass the regen, which I don't know what. And then there is another bug where if you knock down a defender who is immune to shock, that defender is going to keep on trying to proc that shock again and again. So for example, if you knock down Doom or Terax multiple times, they're going to try to trigger that shock, but they won't, and they're not going to cycle to the next debuff that enables them to regen, which I think is not how it's supposed to work. If it is, then it's a terrible pool of champions, because there are so many champions like that. And then Falcon plus Black Cat as well, when they knock down an opponent, or as long as Falcon has lockdown, and when however Black Cat works, I don't know exactly how she works, but she has some mechanic where she can fail the opponent's abilities. When she knocks down the opponent, and when Falcon knocks down with lockdown, they shut down or they avoid Conduit from proccing. And when that happens, that also means that Kingpin is going to avoid Conduit from proccing. In fact, if you have been looking carefully, I failed at Conduit a lot of times. Even when I knocked this Doom down, if it doesn't show immune, it means that I did indeed shut down the Conduit global because of either my SP1 ability accuracy reduction or Assassin's ability accuracy reduction. So overall, I think it's going to be a pretty easy pretty easy global. There isn't anything to worry about. I think Kingpin is still going to survive. He's still going to be a beast. As for bosses, I think Doom, Terax, maybe Xerxes, Gallon for sure if people have them, and perhaps even Storm Pyramid X. I think those 4 or 5 bosses from the Conduit pool of champions, those 4 or 5 bosses are going to be the ones that we're going to see quite a lot. Alright, so this is a rematch of Domino on Footloose. So if you'd remember, I died to a Domino last season, and it was on Footloose as well. So at this point I was like, okay, I'm dead, there's no point. I actually went in and took this fight just so I could try and get some kind of revenge. But at this point I realized, man, I'm actually going to get this solo. Even though I hit an SP1 or SP3, I did shrug off the critical bleed, so I got really lucky over there that she didn't fail that prompt or proc, or shrug off rather. And I am doing fairly okay over here. I think I take her down right about here. So I'm trying to only do the medium decks, like medium evade and Punisher. So that worked out pretty well, and I was pretty happy about that. And then yeah, this is another Conduit defender. Of course she has glancing. I don't remember if I shut down all of the Conduit procs. Let's see. Yep, so it didn't trigger that time. It happens quite often. I think I don't. So at this point I've pretty much shut it down 100%. As long as I have 2 degents, it's 100% down. Also, if you guys really want to if you're using Kingpin, for example, and you really want to make sure that Conduit never procs, you can run Max Pacify and start off with a PS1 boost. So drop your Power Start 1. That's going to reduce their ability accuracy by 65%. They're defensive. And then whenever you stun them, you drop a heavy. That's going to reduce their ability accuracy by another 30%. So it's like 95% chance they won't really trigger Conduit Global. And you just keep on doing heavy and SP1, and you pretty much shut down Conduit. Yeah. So those are my thoughts on Conduit Global, on the State of Alliance War. I saw Legacy put out a video. I saw KD1 was rallying up a few alliances. And it's, it's a good effort. I just think that as soon as Kabam announced that in season 37 we're gonna buff the rewards, because we don't really want to make two major changes in one season. I call bullshit on that. Like, every month they have new side quests, they have new event quests, they have some kind of new crystal, new arena, new quality of life change, so many new things I don't even need to explain. And this change is just updating rewards, like, as if that is so much harder and that makes so many things difficult. I mean, we know Conduit is bugged. Yeah, so before actually having Conduit as a global, this node was actually available for tier 3 and below in the previous season. So why didn't Kabam gather enough information and fix this global before it went live? I was like, so ridiculous. Oh no, but if we update the rewards, that's gonna mess up everything. Like, come on, man. Let's get a grip of the game, get a feel of how people actually feel who play this game. I mean, it's Kabam at the end of the day. There's not much you can say, but it's just ridiculous what they're thinking and how they're bringing excuses in front of us. This Maul was a rank 4. That's why I was recording it, and he went down pretty easily. So all of these fights are without any boosts, but Kingpin really slaps. I think I died. There were like 2 times where I purposely died just so I wasn't really entering the fight at 10%, but realistically during the off season I think I died just like 2 or 3 times because I didn't even read the notes properly. This was a rank 4 Doom boss, and the guy who usually takes hazard shift, he doesn't take hazard shift until the boss is down, but this time he did, and I just record this to show him, hey, look how long the fight is if you take down hazard shift. I actually really almost timed out on this one. There were only 30 seconds left on it or something. But yeah, I think realistically, Terrax, I don't think people would really place Doom over here because Spider-Man 2099 exists. Even if he doesn't exist, I think Doom isn't really a tough boss anymore. Terrax is realistically or Storm Pyramid X, those 2 champions are the only ones that I could think of that could be placed as a decent boss in this meta. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to talk about, so I'm just gonna leave you here with some music. If you enjoyed this video, hit the sub button, hit the like button. We're going to be uploading a lot more Gauntlet clips and all of our Alliance War videos, so catch you next time.